be spinning a giant spin wheel, as you can see. But for now, I'd just like to go over this. Sorry about the last quality of my video, or the quality of my last video. If you're new here, welcome. Otherwise, sorry about the last video. Anyway, spin wheel. That's what we get. This is the wheel of geological factors. It's probably going to give you many headaches over the next couple of weeks. So, yeah, we're going to go through this until we get through all these. That's quite interesting. So, the Mariana Trench is actually a really touchy subject that I can't really touch on very much because of the fact that it would exploit my other video plans that I have made already. But aside from that, the Mariana Trench we're going to just go over how trenches in general are formed in this case scenario. So if you watch my last video, you'll know that trenches can either go, it's like putting your two fingers together and applying a lot of pressure. They're either going to go up or they're going to bend down. So now, especially the Mariana Trench in general, it is shoved in between two plates. On the east side, you have the Filipino plate, and on the west side, you have the Pacific plate.
Yeah, sorry. Future Michael here. My dyslexia got the best of me right here. Sorry. I actually got it reversed, the east and the west, so sorry.
From where the two ocean crusts meet. When they come together, they do that exact same thing. They put pressure on each other. They go down. But the thing is, though, is that oceanic crust and continental crust are two very different things. And continental crust is made of more granite, which means it's more heavier. And ocean crust, the ocean crust is made more of basalt, which is lighter. But aside from continental crusts, which we'll get into in a later video, essentially what happens, though, is that the older continental crust is much denser than some of the newer stuff that's formed. So the newer stuff is I can't give you an explanation until we go over tectonic plates themselves. But essentially, for the most part, what will happen is that the older seafloor will go under and it'll slip under the crust, creating a trench, just like that. Essentially, when that plate goes underneath, it's creates cracks in the surface that can come up and create volcanic islands, which created the Mariana Islands and even Guam, but I won't touch on that until we get to the volcanic islands section. And that crust that goes under, though, is recycled, and it comes up in volcanic trenches, and then therefore that's kind of how Pangea occurred in the splitting of the continents and all that, is that volcanic, it came back up, that crust came back up, and it started splitting apart the continents just like that, and it started splitting across, splitting the ocean floor up. So like I said, it's a very touchy subject to get hooked on without going on into any of my other subjects. And I will link certain videos that helps me out with this, and once my other videos are out, I will link those to make you understand more. But essentially, this is a really interesting and touchy subject, and my friends over at Khan Academy would be really happy to explain it to you in much better format. Like I said, this is an idiot explain, so you can't get too much from this. Alright, that's really all I have for this subject today, so